More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, the Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell we just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee you he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He breaks a tackle. Powers through. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Complete to the left. Off he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
In it to win it.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. The defense with the scoop and score. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue.
There's a live football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They go to the ground. And the Mountaineers will move the sticks.
I love when players understand the situations. They understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When running backs square their shoulders up, that's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the option. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
Wedges, pushes, and he's open. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. It's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive. But the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and kick.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, App State.
Mono and mono, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
On to attempt to try. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Second down after that incompletion. On the move, it's Perry. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. That's caught. It's Perry. there to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And a great return on the play before they're right up. Down.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Pulls his way forward. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Louisiana. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see fires a bullet. It's picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal. The kickoff team out there to send it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, App State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride, right? I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between the quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give to the left side. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. It doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I...
It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with your perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Now, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut it to the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. Like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. Touchdown, Raging Cajun! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So
hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a great job in the back end of coverage. They knew coming into today that they were going to be challenged by this group of wide receivers, and they knew they were going to have to be able to run stride with them and make plays. They weren't able to get pressure on that last one because of the coverage in the back end. Come away with it.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense heading to the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Swings it out to the flat. Keeps the legs moving. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's Jackson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for a crease. It's Perry. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Here's the handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Safe completion on the screen. Still running up the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Louisiana. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Leaves it with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores and fast. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will... Here in the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. On the run, it's Perry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to put in the red zone in the field, Trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down and it led to the score. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to be.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. The give from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. And the beatdown has ensued.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
2nd down coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Collins. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually, just not one stop, but this many points that are being scored. You got to stop late, and that's why you got the ball.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.